Hello, mate.
Hey, mate, you alright?
Officer, what are you up to?
What are you up to?
No,
Don't
never
come
mind
so
what
close
I'm
to me.
doing.
What are you doing?
Why are you on private property
What are you
filming?
doing? What are you doing?
Why are you on private property
Because I
filming?
can't be calm down, identify yourself properly, officer.
Sorry?
Why have you got a hold of me? Why have you got a hold of me?
I don't know who you are.
Let go of me. You don't need to know who I am.
Welcome to today's breakdown, and wow, this one is going to test your patience with authority. From the very first second, we see tension explode. The officer doesn't just approach politely, he immediately grabs the auditor. That single move flips the entire power dynamic on its head, setting the stage for a fiery showdown. Now, here's why this is so critical. Under UK law, officers must operate within strict guidelines. The power of physical force is not casual. It must be necessary, proportionate, and lawful. But in this encounter, the officer's first instinct is to grab instead of reason. That decision instantly undermines his authority, leaving him vulnerable to claims of assault and misconduct. Over the next few minutes, you'll see how this initial mistake snowballs into a full-scale embarrassment for the officer. Stick around, because not only does the auditor know his rights, he exposes just how unprepared the officer really is. And trust me, by the time backup arrives, it's all...
I'm not doing anything stupid.
What are you doing? You've just grabbed hold of me, officer.
Yeah.
You've already
I don't
crossed
know
the
who
line.
you are. No,
So behave
no, I
yourself.
haven't.
You don't
Right.
need to know who I am.
Put your camera down.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
But you're on private property.
What crime do you suspect me of
filming
committing?
on private
I am.
council property.
I am. What
so I want to
crime?
know why you're doing that.
You don't need to know why.
Well, you're trespassing.
Right.
The officer leans on trespassing as justification. But here's the catch. In England and Wales, simple trespass is generally a civil matter, not a criminal one. Unless the auditor was obstructing work, threatening safety, or committing aggravated trespass, there's no criminal threshold here. What the officer does, however, is treat it as though it grants him sweeping powers to stop, detain, or demand explanations. That's a classic example of authority inflation, when police overstate their powers, hoping the public won't challenge them. But the auditor does challenge it. He doesn't panic, doesn't back off, instead, he drills straight into the weakness of the claim. Question for you guys. If more people understood the difference between civil and criminal law, do you think interactions like this would end?
Can you put your camera down?
Why?
Because I need to speak to you. Why you're on private property
You can speak to me.
filming?
You can speak to me while the camera's on. This one's running as well. Can you
Brilliant.
identify yourself fully,
PC
officer?
Smith from the Metropolitan Police.
Right, number, station. 3 points of identification.
Body language here. When asked for the standard 3-point identification, name, badge number, and station, he exhales sharply, like it's the most inconvenient question in the world. But this is Police 101. Accountability starts with being identifiable. The heavy sigh, the visible irritation, and the delay in response all speak volumes. Instead of projecting authority, he projects frustration, almost as if transparency is optional. For an officer, that's the worst possible signal to send. Because once you look like you're hiding, you lose legitimacy. The auditor knows this and uses it brilliantly, framing the officer's reluctance as arrogance. It's a tiny moment, but it chips away at credibility.
What crime do you suspect me of committing? What crime do you suspect me of committing? Can you get in my space?
Why are you on private property filming?
I'm not on private property. It is open to the public. This is where you made a massive mistake, officer.
You're
okay?
behind security gates.
I am very familiar.
You're filming.
I am filming. I'm doing it very openly because I want to. You have just come out of this building and grabbed a hold of me, officer. You need to be very careful how you move next. I will say whatever I want to you because you have literally just come out of this building and grabbed a hold of me, sir.
Calm yourself down.
No, you calm yourself down. You're the one that's came out and assaulted me. Do you understand? You put your hands on me. That is an assault and battery. Of course you've assaulted me. You've came out of this building and put your hands on me, sir. Right. That is assault and battery. I am going to have you in front of professional standards so fast your head is going to spin. Do you understand that?
All right.
I am well acquainted with what I can do. I don't need to tell you nothing, okay? So I think you need to wind your neck in and get back in your little office, mate, before you mess up even further, because you've already crossed the line, pal.
Right, don't shout at me.
I will say whatever I feel like.
Don't threaten me. Don't tell me what to do.
I didn't threaten you. I told you to go back in your little office and do your job properly and learn the law.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Telling me that trespass is a crime, you moron. You don't know what you're talking about.
Stop calling me a moron.
Because you are a moron.
Right.
What, is trespass is a crime? I think you need to get on your radio and get some backup, pal, because you don't know what you're talking about. You need to get someone that does know what they're talking about, you fool. Absolute moron. Come and put your hands on a member of the public. How dare you? Think because you got a little badge, you got some sort of power? No, calm yourself down. You just put your hands on me. You have just come out of this building and put your hands on me, you fool. No one assaulted anyone. No one touched their hands on anyone. But you've just assaulted me. You've messed up to the next degree.
The rear gates.
You're going to get educated today, officer. Big time.
Islington Council offices on Laycock Street.
Yeah, I didn't expect this, did you? Why are you getting close to me? I think you need to back up, mate. You've already crossed your line.
What is your problem?
You've just come out of a building and grabbed hold of me. You grabbed hold of me. You're a police officer. What is an assault? What is an assault? You're a police officer. What is an assault? What is an assault officer? What is a battery officer? You know full well I'm right.
Conversation escalates. The auditor lays it out bluntly. Touching him without cause equals assault and battery. And legally, he's not wrong. Assault doesn't always mean punches and kicks. Even unwanted physical contact that interferes with someone's personal autonomy can qualify. The officer tries to walk it back with, "No one touched anyone," but the camera doesn't lie. That's the danger of modern policing. You're not just accountable to regulations, you're accountable to the lens. And once footage contradicts your words, your credibility collapses. The auditor doubles down, promising professional standards will get involved. This is where the officer could have de-escalated, but instead he digs himself deeper by denying.
Literally came out of the building, grabbed hold of me, guys.
So would you like to tell me what you're doing here?
I don't need to explain nothing to you. You need to learn your job, pal. Alright? You don't know what you're doing. You're a liability to the public. That's what you are. So wait until your colleagues get here. They're going to educate you, and you're going to do what's called the walk of shame, pal. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that. You've already assaulted me, so I've got you on that. What is an assault? What is an assault? Go on, define an assault since you're a police officer. You just messed up, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps scurrying away, trying to hide. He knows he's messed up.
So what if
I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested in talking to you.
Okay.
All right, you're the wrong type of police officer that we should have in the police force. Okay, you're the sort of person that gets people hurt because you come out and you act on impulse and you don't take stock of a situation.
Okay.
All right, you came out, you grabbed hold of me. You came out. It's on camera. Don't lie. You know, lying is a sackable offence under the Met's disciplinary procedure.
The silence when the auditor asks the officer to define assault and battery. The officer says nothing. That silence is louder than any denial. Why? Because answering honestly would mean acknowledging that his earlier conduct fits the textbook definition. Instead, he opts for evasion, hoping that ignoring the question will bury the issue. But in fact, it only amplifies it. The audience sees a trained officer who cannot, or will not, define the very law he's sworn to enforce. That's devastating. Imagine a doctor unable to define a heartbeat. It doesn't just look incompetent.
You're going to realise very, very soon how much you've messed up today. I guarantee you that. You've cost the taxpayers money, and you're going to find yourself in a disciplinary. Sorry, my love.
No, he's fine to come in. That's fine.
That's fine, because we've got a call.
No, we just no, he's fine. Everything's
Fine.
That's fine.
It's fine now. Sorry, excuse me, officers. Just two things. Can I get the cab number, please?
Yeah, it's 02.
02?
Of today's date.
Of today's day. I've got one question for you specifically.
Can I grab your name quickly?
Sorry, I'm talking to you. That's very rude.
You can talk to me, sir.
No, it's for this constable specifically.
Okay.
So I'll wait till she's finished. It's very rude.
What? You're sending something. I can't really want to give my information. Okay, just done that.
I also want to make a complaint as well.
Against? Yeah.
For an assault that took place.
That's fine. Okay.
So, my question for you is, do you regularly disobey orders from your commanding officers?
Well, I'm not gonna.
The auditor turned the tables entirely. He challenges the officer's honesty head-on, pointing out that lying on duty is a sackable offense under Met Police disciplinary standards. And he's right. Misrepresentation, denial, or fabrication isn't minor misconduct. It's gross misconduct, the kind that ends careers. This moment is powerful because the auditor frames himself not as a random member of the public, but as someone who knows the system inside and out. By invoking professional standards, he's reminding the officer that oversight is real and that this encounter isn't just banter. It's potentially a career-ending incident. The drama here isn't just personal.
You can make a complaint on the police.
No, yous are here now, so I can make a complaint with you guys.
What's your complaint, sir?
I've been assaulted
Okay, when?
about half an hour ago.
Out here?
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know, a man pretending to be a police officer.
Did you get any shoulder numbers?
I got his ID, yeah. But he's in this building. You can go and investigate and go and get him out and, and speak to him about it. I can give him at a later date. I'll give you an email address.
Details now?
Not at this moment in time, no. I don't need to.
Well, we'll go in now and check some CCTV.
Yeah, I've got camera footage here.
Okay. Do you have an email address so I can contact you to get that camera?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah?
I would like that officer to remove the defaced flag though. It is the 80th anniversary of D-Day as well, so I find it even more offensive that she's flaunting that.
What's your email address?
Considering Sir Matt Rowley banned them throughout the Metropolitan Police Force, I think it's outrageous that officers think they can disobey direct orders from their superiors. So, 1 second. Sorry, can you remove that please? It's very offensive. Can you ask her to remove that? You're a detective constable. You're ranking here. You're the ranking officer here.
We're all the same rank. We're all constables.
Right, okay. Can you not ask her to remove that? 80th anniversary of D-Day, she's wearing a defaced flag that's been banned.
Are you not willing to give any details other than that email?
I don't, not at this moment in time, no. Contact me by email, I'll provide it at a later time.
I'll contact you by email. And how did he assault you?
He came out and he grabbed hold of me. I asked him several times to let go, eventually let go, then he grabbed hold of me again.
Okay.
And kept hold of me, and I had to ask him to let go again.
Okay. And you have footage you're willing to send, yeah?
I do have footage,
If I
yeah.
send you a link, that'll be okay?
I'll provide that, yeah.
No worries.
You need to go and ascertain his details and
Yeah, I'm going to go and ask for
report him. He's pretending to be a police officer because he could be impersonating a police officer as well. He doesn't know any law or anything, so who knows? Short male, white male, maybe about 5'8", 5'9". He had blue jeans on, pair of trainers. He had, I think it was a sort of tannish, sort of greenish t-shirt on. Short hair.
Your name? How did he identify himself?
He showed me a badge. He did tell me his name. I don't recall it. He told me a number. I don't recall that. And he said he was attached to somewhere outside, out Putney Way or something like that.
Okay. We'll go and have a look at CCTV, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Again, I was stood, just for your reference, I was stood about here. I'd walking down here, he'd come out this door, he was speaking to some people here, and then he came out and grabbed hold of me, which is assault and battery.
Do you have CCTV that you can look at? I do, yeah. Do you mind if we just
Where are we at?
Right, so they're going to save their CCTV
Okay.
and send it. Are you willing to give your full details so that we can put a crime report
If you
on?
contact me by email, I'll do that at a later stage. I don't feel comfortable doing it now with all these people around that I don't know.
Do you
So
want to come down to the station and give your details?
no, I don't need to do that. I'll just do it via email. It's not an issue. I've done it before that way. It's not
Okay,
a
and
problem.
you want to take further action?
Yeah, 100%. The guys assaulted me. Did you
Okay.
get his details?
Yeah, I've got his details.
Have you? Right, okay. Awesome. Do you guys mind? I just need your guys' IDs if you don't mind.
Yeah?
The officer couldn't look any worse. The auditor spots a band badge on another constable's uniform. This is huge. The Met Police specifically prohibited certain flags and symbols due to their associations with division and controversy. For an officer to wear one openly is not just a minor policy breach, it's a public relations disaster. At a time when trust in policing is fragile, even small visual cues matter. That badge doesn't just represent defiance of orders, it represents disregard for the communities the Met is meant to serve. It's the kind of symbolic misstep that undermines years of trust building in
You got an ego for? What's your problem?
Like that, and I can give you my own number, and I do not have
That's definitely got a problem. I'm going to ask you a last time. Can you remove that monstrosity of a flag, please? That bastardised flag that you're wearing.
We'll contact you via email for the details.
Okay, we'll have to raise a complaint because you are defying direct orders.
An officer who led with force instead of dialogue, invoked laws that didn't apply, resisted basic identification, denied on-camera facts, and stood alongside a colleague wearing a band symbol. In just 10 minutes, we saw nearly every misstep an officer could make when handling a member of the public. The lesson: authority without accountability collapses instantly when challenged by knowledge and a camera. And that's why auditors like this one play such a fascinating role. They test the boundaries, and sometimes they reveal cracks that can't be ignored. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping breakdowns of real courtroom and street encounters. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.